I would say that knowledge is power, and what you need to do is develop as much knowledge as you can so that you can collect with conviction about your acquisitions. On Saturday mornings, the oldest art dealer in the United States was a fellow named Robert Vose. And Saturday morning, people would bring paintings in, and he would either reject them or acquire them. And I befriended Mr. Vose, and he acted as my mentor. And this painting came in, and it wasn't exactly for him. And so after the person left, I asked Mr. Vose, could I acquire that piece? And he said I could. And so that's how I got my first piece of art. One of the things is if you was to find a true collector, there'll be one that has kept irrespective of its real artistic importance, the first painting they ever acquired. I grew up in a household of 5 adults, and 3 of them were women. They each had an agenda, and they were interested in the arts. And even though this was a rural community, they taught me at least an appreciation of the arts, and that really actually influenced my appreciation of the arts for the rest of my life. Probably the most important professional thing that happened to me in my life was getting accepted into the Harvard program, and so being in Boston and being exposed to the Boston Museum of Fine Arts School of Art. And that got me intellectually interested in art and a specific area within art that I collected in a particular manner for them. Southern art is different in that it depicts fauna and flora of the South. It depicts the legends and activities of Southern people. And I wrote a book on a North Carolina artist named Eugene Heland Thomason, and I called him the Ashcan artist of Appalachia. He painted the Appalachian people, showing their various tribulations and their characteristics. And so Thomason is really my favorite artist.
Yeah, I think I do.
Nancy, she keeps the records. She keeps the various paperwork that goes with the acquisition of painting, the exhibition of painting, insurance on paintings. Is a Herculean undertaking, and Nancy is responsible for that. And I mainly do the legwork on acquiring the object. And we thought that art in a hospital would make the environment much more conducive to health, quite frankly. And I think it's really good because hospitals can have a very sterile type of appearance, and I think that this is not conducive to the idea of receiving good health care or in receiving an environment in which healing will take place, hopefully. At first, enjoyed the intellectual part of reading about the art, studying the art, and then collecting it, and finding pleasure in the acquisition process. But then later on I found out that sharing the art really was a greater pleasure, and I would say that in the last part of my experience, it has been the sharing of the art with people that I found the most rewarding.